What the hell are you doing?
I'm patting myself on the back.
But why? Look at the title of the video.
Oh, I see.
Hello YouTube, Ash here. Welcome to today's episode of Special Talks. On today's episode, I will be talking about Steam Island Under Siege. Now, if you don't know, Steam Island Under Siege is very special to me because I am the author. There's my name. Ding ding. Along with my friend Peter, who's the artist, and we worked on it for 3 years, and that's what we're going to be talking about. You may be asking yourself, why is he doing this video? Is he just going to flex and show off? To be honest, I was worried people would think that as well. But I was on Facebook and I was talking to a couple of people and they got to know that I wrote a graphic novel. They said, why don't you do a video about it? So, and that's the video. So here's what you're going to get in the video. You're going to get a brief outline of the plot, a bit of info how the book came about, the creative process of the making of the book, the release at Comic-Con, and the reception and feedback to the book. And also towards the end of the video, I'm going to give you a sneak preview of book 2. Also, I've got a giveaway. If you would like to receive a copy of this book signed by myself and Peter, stick around to the end of the video. Now, let's get into it. The outline of the plot. Malta, World War II. Well, Malta was one of the most bombed places on earth. Now, what if one of those bombs hit something that it shouldn't have? This leads into a series of murders across the island. The local authorities, fearing panic and unrest, enlist the help of a special team because they're not actually sure if these murders are the work of something human or something supernatural. This leads to the arrival of the special team, an English knight, an American cowboy, and a German priest. Sounds like the start of a bad joke. Will it be? Once on the island, they meet Maria, a local girl who has her own secrets and maybe special abilities. However, they soon find out that the killer is unlike anything they've dealt with before, and not only that, they also have to contend with Nazis who also are interested in the killer. And so on this war-torn island, a battle will be fought between good, evil, and something else. That is Steam Island Under Siege. So how did this novel come about? Well, originally the idea was to write a proper novel. However, I got writer's block. I couldn't, finish it. I couldn't write the damn thing. But I had this story in my head. I had ideas about it, and I wanted to, I wanted it to see life. So I thought, why not make it as a graphic novel? Because script writing is technically a bit easier than novel writing. Although there will be other people who say no, it's much more difficult. But I found it much easier. So I contacted guys at Comic-Con, especially Christopher Muscat, who without him this book wouldn't have been made. So Chris suggested I contact Peter, who was an artist who was interested in making his own graphic novel. So I contacted him, we met up, I told him the whole outline of the story and my plans that I wanted to make one of the best graphic novels no one has ever seen. He was interested, in fact he was really excited about it, and he liked my story outline and I actually liked his art. So as they say, the rest is history. Now I've just got to take a time out for a minute to give a shout out to Peter Magro. He's the artist of the book, my partner, and he's a fantastic artist. Not only a fantastic artist but also a fantastic friend. Without him, as I said with Chris, but without him even more, the book couldn't have been made. His art is fantastic. If you have a few minutes, check out his Instagram, check out his Facebook, the links will be below, and you will see he's not only comic book art, he also does digital art, proper art, and yeah, as I said, he's just a great guy, a great friend, so I thank him so much. And yeah, just give him a like, check out his stuff. Thank you, Peter. Now let's get to the creative process of the making of the book. Was it all smooth sailing? No. We made lots of mistakes, which I'll get to later on. So after me and Peter finally decided to move forward with the book, I sat down and wrote out a rough draft of the whole story. I showed it to Peter, also showed it to my dad. They liked it. Once that was done, I started the process of scripting the book. How I worked was I would script one page and then I would send it to Peter along with my illustrations, stick figures of the page. Peter would then illustrate the page based on the script and the stick figures and send it back to me so I could add the wording. Now let's get to one of the mistakes that I made. So originally I used an iPad ad to add the wording. I found an app, Comic something, and it helped me add speech bubbles and I just had to type in the words. However, when we came to printing, I sent the files I had made on this app to the printers and they said this isn't going to work, they're so low res, we cannot print on these. So I had already added the wording to 70 pages, so I had to start those 70 pages again. So I had to download Photoshop and start again doing the pages properly in a high res. So that's one lesson to anyone who's interested in making a graphic novel. Do not use an app if you want to print the graphic novel. Don't. Use Photoshop, do it properly. It will save you loads of time and you won't have to do 70 pages again. So we had set a target to release the book at Comic-Con because this would be the best event to release a graphic novel. However, with 3 weeks to go to Comic-Con, we still hadn't printed the book. No messaging each other, sending pages back and forth, working guys down. It was a nightmare, but we finally managed it. Although even to the last day before we went to print, we had to add the last page, so it was exciting. So we stayed up till 5 o'clock. The next morning we had to meet up with the printers. We went there, showed them pen drive. Everything was okay. There were still some things that, you know, we hadn't saved them at the right resolution again, but the printer managed to save it, and yeah, he managed to arrange something and it got printed. Although we also did a mess up with the cover, we didn't leave enough space, and then he had to add some stuff. However, we've learned from all these mistakes and we will not be making them for the next book, that's for sure. We won't make the printers swear as much. So Comic-Con arrived and we had managed to get the book printed in time. So we did a whole launch event. We had a Q&A with the audience. We had a moderator who asked us additional questions, and it was fun. You know, it was our 5 minutes of spotlight. We said, you know, it was fun. It was finally here. The book was there, and we finally started selling the book. And yeah, we sold loads of copies, which was brilliant if you're a self-published author. We had one person who bought it Saturday, read it, and came back Sunday and said she read it all in one night and she loved it, which was fantastic, because you always have this little fear: is the book going to be appreciated? Are they going to like it, or are they going to think it's complete crap? However, my fears came to nothing, because when people started reading the book and the feedback came back, I'm not going to bullshit and say everyone liked the book, because there were some people who didn't like it. However, honestly, around 90% of the people who bought the book came back with positive feedback. I want to thank everyone who gave me feedback. I've taken it all on board and I'm using it to make an even better story for book 2. And I still can't believe how many people really loved it and they sent me positive things about it. I was always, as I said, I was scared that it was, you know, the first time it's like, your little baby's gonna go out in the world, will it be killed and like slaughtered like in Game of Thrones? No, but people loved it. Lots of people have asked me, myself and Peter, for the sequel, which is coming. They liked the story, they liked the characters, they loved Peter's art, and they thought it was funny, exciting and fast paced. Everything I could have dreamed that they would like. That was what my target was. We wanted to make a fast paced, fun adventure, and yeah, it seems like it succeeded. Following on from Comic-Con, we really pushed the publicity for Steam. We were in newspapers, we were in magazines, we were even in the local news. They invited us to an interview. We were on TV, which was fun. And yeah, so we really pushed it out so people could find out about the book. So anyway, that was Steam Book 1, Island Under Siege. Now, here's a preview, a couple of pages of Book 2. As you can see, Peter's tried to keep the same style of art. Although in the first book he did a lot of canvas and pencil drawings and then ink drawings, this time he's gone with a more digital route because it's easier and it's cleaner. However, he still kept the same style, which was important to us. We wanted the black and white, we wanted the gritty feel, and although it's digital, I really like how the new pages are looking, and it should be in stores soon. Maybe not this year, maybe next year. We are working on it now. As you can see, we are working on it. Don't worry, it's coming. Stop asking for it, it's coming. So now, as promised, if you would like to win a copy of this book signed by myself and Peter, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below. The comments can be anything. Ashley, you're sexy. I love those comments. You know, I don't like your hat, your t-shirt's crap. Why have you got all this crap behind you? You know, any single comment, and I will put the names in a hat. Oh, don't show the head, sorry. I will put the name in a hat and I will pick one. I will let it run for 2 weeks, then everyone who's left a comment will go into the hat and I will draw one. Don't worry, the competition is open worldwide. If you win the book, I will get the book to you, promise. So that's it for today. Today's video was kind of personal because I was actually talking about my own book, but it was fun talking about my own other creation apart from YouTube. Once again, I want to thank Peter for being a part of this project. Please check out his stuff, the links are below. And if you do like this video, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more of my stuff, please hit that subscribe button. I do videos every week. I do 1 to 2, and if you want to follow me on social media, I have a Twitter, I have Instagram, so follow away, and I will see you next time. Thanks very much for watching this video, and bye bye.